Hey guys, and welcome to a new World of Tanks gameplay video. And today I'm going to show you another quite old replay from last month because I just haven't been able to play WoD that much in the last 2 months, so I don't have that much good new replays. And tonight I'm in a platoon with Nunu and Claudio, two guys from my clan Who, and I'm in my T69, which is another tank that I haven't made any videos about yet. But I must warn you, it's not going to be the sharpest kind of gameplay that you have seen from me, because this was played very late at night. You see the clock on the screen isn't right. It's because it changes when you record it. I'm recording the replay, and I just got home from my cousin's birthday party when I played this, and there was quite a lot of free drinks involved. So I'll be making quite a lot of mistakes, quite a lot of big mistakes actually, but I'll be pointing them out. You can always learn from that maybe, and not make those mistakes when you're playing this tank, or any tank for that matter. So what I'm gonna do is just the usual autoloader, fast autoloader playstyle, the hit and run stuff. Just you basically go to where the enemy is most likely to show up, you unload on him, and then you fall back, reload, move to another position meanwhile. And I mean, this is the heavy area of the map. I'm not gonna stay here, I'm just gonna unload. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a couple of heavies rushing to Hotel 1, they usually do. And another tip that I can give you is that if you want to play this tank properly, only use gold ammo. There's two tanks in the game with which you are excused for using only gold ammo. The E100 being one, and T69 two, because the gun just sucks. It has the same penetration as its predecessor, the T71, which is a light tank. But with heat ammo, it has 300 penetration, which is, I think I'm right in saying, the highest penetration you get into tier 8 of any tank, heavies and TDs included. Maybe I'm wrong, but at least it's one off. Here I'm a bit too greedy. I'm lucky to bounce that shot from the ST1. Of course, when you're grinding this tank, shooting gold it is very expensive. So then you can shoot normal AP and hope that you get into a tier 8 battle with quite a lot of tier 7s and tier 6 where your penetration will be enough, but you should always keep at least 2 or 3 magazines of heat shells, just to be able to deal with tier 9s and even tier 8 heavily armored tier 8 vehicles. Can be a bit of a problem. But as you can see, I'm platooning with tier 9s, and this is what I like to do. I like to play low tier tanks in higher tier battles, but tanks like the T69 or the 5100, I just love it when I get to play them in tier 10 battles, because there is just so much more damage to do in the game. And of course with the T69 that means that you have to use gold ammo all the time. In a 5100 it doesn't, but it's just so much more fun. It's a bit more of a challenge, So as you saw, I unloaded on those heavies in Hotel 2, rushing to that corner there. Now I've gone back to base because of course the northeastern part of the map has been overrun by the enemy. They had so much more mediums. It was kind of to be expected, but I wouldn't have been able to make any difference there, so I'm just gonna stay back here, let the I-6 and the T95 do the spotting, and I'm gonna do some sniping meanwhile. And here I poke out to get a shot on that Tiger P, and I just know there's at least one enemy in Hotel 7. There always is, every game on this map, and it's useless for their team. They're absolutely useless there, but they are pretty damn annoying. It means that I can't move out of. So they're not completely useless, but the amount of contribution that they're adding to their team, to the game for their team, is so little compared to what they could do if they wouldn't base camp. If you know what I mean. So it's just annoying for them to be there. It's annoying for me, but it's not a threat, if you know what I mean. But that's the random gameplay. Type showing up. Try to shoot his Croatian ass in the commander's copula. I think it was a Croatian flag on the turret. He shoots HP, and I miss on him, which is unfortunate. And he misses on me, which is good. So I'm just basically keeping them at bay. I'm covering our T95's asses. They are the big guns here, the big firepower. I'm just being annoying and doing what damage I can. Our team is rapidly dying, and yeah, here that was dumb. That was the lessened reaction speeds or situational awareness that comes with excessive amounts of alcohol. So he surprised me. Just, you know, good for him. Maybe I could talk a bit more about the tank. It's a medium, but it's not really that fast for a medium. Top speed is, I think, 40 kilometers an hour. Acceleration is average. Agility is good, as with all American tanks. The armor is pretty much useless. You know, the enemy would have to hit your gun mantle to bounce anything. The gun, as I said, is crap with normal AP, but with HE it's great. The reload time is good, aiming time good, time between shots is absolutely excellent. It's a good tank. It's, in my opinion, it's a great tank, and there's a good reason why it's often used in raid tournaments such as ESL. And here I'm expecting, yeah, I was pulling back, trying to get the last shot in, and I would have reloaded anyway afterwards, so it's not a waste of a shot. But if my my hand-eye coordination would have been a bit better, I would have maybe hit that last shell instead of bouncing it on that rock. So I'm again just falling back, and this is all about the movement again. Just hit and run. You unload and you fall back while reloading, and you wait for the enemy to come to you again. Of course, going for the E75, he's got his lower hull exposed to me. Bounced on his upper hull, the shell went high. I don't have 6th sense yet, but I'm pretty sure that I wasn't spotted there. Now I will get spotted there because of 5100. You just, you know, calculating in distances. If you don't have 6th sense, it's still pretty easy to figure out when you're spotted. At least when the enemy is spotted as well, you can just figure out the spotting distances on the map. That's why I have that minimap mod with the circle. It shows the 500 meter range, spotting range. And I'm having a bit of a luck battle here. The RNG is definitely not on the enemy's side. I'm bouncing quite a few shots on my tracks. Enemies missing quite a few shots as well. I don't know if that's down to their aiming or down to the RNG. But it's useful for me. Because I'm such a vulnerable tank. Very little HP. Just unloading on that STI. Just doing what damage I can. And Nuno is telling me to go to cap, but I know it's probably tactically the best thing to do if this was Clan Wars or a company battle, but at the moment, you know, I want to do more damage. I'm having a really great battle, and I wanna go all in. I wanna have an even better battle or no battle at all. You know, it's stupidity. It's a mistake. You know, tactically it's a mistake. It's not what you should do in this situation. You should go to cap, kill that RT and go cap. But you know, sometimes I'm an idiot. And I just want to do more damage. And this is just here now. I'm gonna show you why that was a bad idea. It's 120. I bounce on him. I hit 2 shots, and then the last one I bounce as well. Which is unlucky. 2 bounces out of 4 shots, and he gets 3 hits out of his 4 shells on me. Well, actually, he got 4 hits, but one of them bounced to my track, which is again the RNG on my side. Me being lucky. And I reload much faster than him, so I can just finish him off. Meanwhile, I'm gonna try to stay on the move to not make myself a stationary target for the enemy RT. And I have 2 shells left, which is a perfect time to go to the enemy cap now, because I cannot do much anymore here anyway. Can maybe finish off that E75, but I need my shells for that enemy RT. I'm guessing it's in G0, F0. If the guy's any smart, that's what I would do. And you relocate to where you have the biggest advantage in tanks. And if the entire northeast corner was completely clear, so that's where I would have gone if I was that M43 player. But I'm not going straight to the enemy cap. I want to check out this corner as well, just to be sure. And yep, indeed he is there. And he's just he hasn't got a minimap. He hasn't seen me yet, which is impossible. He must have spotted me by now. And here I only have 2 shells, and I need both shells to finish him off. I can't ram him. I don't have the HP, so I'm gonna wait until I get as close as possible, and then I see that he's turning my way, which means that I cannot waste any more time getting closer. And I have to just unload and hope that I'm not gonna bounce on his track or something. And now I'm just gonna cap. I don't usually like capping, but that little bit of additional XP on top of an already good battle for me. And ST1 dies as well. So that's it. That's the end of the battle. Was a good game. Heck of a lot of XP, as you can see, but well, very bad credit profit. 160k credits lost on ammo. But as you can see, everyone plays from like an idiot from time to time, makes a lot of mistakes, big mistakes anyway. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.